Welcome back to our tutorials for the France AvenueTee. So today we are going to talk about reading a chart and also the special stamen stitch at the edge of our sweater. So if you look at the directions in the pattern, we have two options. So when we talk, first of all, when we talk about the stamen stitch, it is this patterned edge that's very textural. So when we did our stitch patterns, you have the options. You have the written stitch pattern for it flat, which is what we're doing today. We're knitting flat. Or we have the chart. So depending on which way is more comfortable for you, you can use those directions to knit this textural stitch. So what happens is that when you're reading a chart flat, it's very different than the round. You're going to read your first row right to left, and then your wrong side or even numbered row, you read left to right, which hence why the numbers are jumping on either side of the chart, okay? So we have already put in one knit row in preparation, getting ready for you. So now we would be on row 2, which means we're going to start reading here. And when we read with the key, that means we're on the wrong side, so we're going to knit. And then this little symbol is for slipping with the yarn. So it means that we're going to slip one purlwise with the yarn in back of our work. So let's follow along for that row 2. So we're going to go ahead and knit the first stitch. Now, everything inside that red block is repeated. So this is a 2-stitch repeat till you get to the last stitch. So our next one is going to be a knit. And then we're going to slip one, the yarn is in back, and then we're going to knit one and slip one and knit one. So always slipping purlwise. Then as you get ready to do the next stitch, I like to give it a little room to stretch out before you knit that one, just so it doesn't pucker too much. But this creates a beautiful texture on the front side of the work. And because we're doing it on larger needles, it's even prettier. So we're just doing everything that we should, slipping and knitting. And you'll find this is very rhythmic, and you'll like the way it looks too. So we're just going to get across this row. Slipping, and we're at that last stitch and we knit it. So it's just that easy. Now we're going to go back to the right side, and according to the right side, we're just knitting all the way across. So you look at your key, the blank square is going to tell you on the right side you're going to knit. So we'll just go ahead and do that. And once again, it's just like remembering that when you're knitting flat, and I myself had to be reminded today that yes, you read the chart going in either direction when you knit flat versus when you're knitting in the round. And of course for our hem, this is flat because we're knitting a front and a back to the sweater. And this is really pretty on the size 9 needles. We're going to get all the way across the front here. And then we'll show you the beginning again of how to read for the wrong side, so you start off correctly. And then once you find your rhythm, it's really easy. It's really only a 2-stitch repeat. Okay, so we knit all the way across. That was row 3. Now for row 4 on the wrong side, flip that around, give myself a little slack, and we're going to start with a knit stitch, and then we're going to slip knit until the last stitch which we knit. So just a little bit different than the last time, but it creates an interesting texture. So slipping and knitting. And we're just going to do that all the way to the end like we did last time. So I hope this actually makes sense to you as you do this and as you read the chart, because this is the direction for doing it flat. And actually, if you look carefully at your pattern, in red, the numbers are for working flat. But once we get to places like the neckline and the sleeves, which are worked in the round, then we're going to be using the alternate directions, same chart, but done differently. And we'll come back and learn about that too when we get to that point. So I hope this made sense for everyone. I'm just going to keep working away here, and we'll see you for our next tutorial.